for yourself. Odell Beckham Jr. is the most overhyped, overrated player. And he is a great player, but he's overrated. And his celebrity is completely overrated. If Odell's not for the blonde hair, people wouldn't even know who the hell Odell Beckham Jr. is.
They do.
But they're
going. No, he's not Julio Jones.
He ain't Antonio Brown.
He's more valuable, maybe, though, than Julio is to Atlanta.
That's what I was about to.
I think so.
He's more valuable than Julio Jones?
Yes, he is. To New York.
Julio Jones is 6'5", runs a 4.2 40, and don't drop passes in the playoff time. He actually got his team to the damn Super Bowl and should have won it.
Oh, boy. Welcome back, Ray Lewis, Greg Cosell back. That was feisty yesterday. It's funny. Let's return to Odell. As we just heard, Whitlock thinks the Giant star is completely overrated, is only famous because of his flowing blonde locks. Well, today some people went after him on social media. Clippers forward Sam Decker tweeting in shock, quote, "Someone paid to cover sports said this." All right, Whitlock, are you going to finally acknowledge you were a little hostile, back down from your OBJ comments?
No, I'm going to explain, and people weren't listening to me. We keep talking about Odell Beckham Jr. Like he's the best receiver in the league. People on his team keep, oh, yeah, he's the best player in the league. He's saying he wants to be the highest paid player in the league. The guy is not Julio Jones. He's not Antonio Brown. Therefore, if you're not even the best at your position, and people keep running their mouth, he's the best player in the league. He ain't the best at his position. He's overrated.
Well, who's rating him?
Yeah, that's a good question. What's the rate? Like, he's rated as popular, fast, and athletic.
I guarantee that if you spoke to defensive coaches in the NFL, they'd say he would be pretty darn good. Now, there's a difference there'd be a difference between hype and football. Yeah. We live in a pop culture world. So you're saying that if he's not he shouldn't be a big celebrity? That's a whole different question. As a wide receiver in the NFL.
Better than Julio Jones?
No, I don't think he's better than Julio Jones.
Are we talking about him every damn week as if he is? We don't talk about
I'm not talking about him now. I'm responding to you.
Well, I'm saying, is he overhyped or not, Greg?
Overhyped?
Yes, just answer that question. We'll get to overrated next. Is he overhyped?
Overhyped? What does overhyped even mean in our society?
In my society, it means people are talking about him like he's Julio Jones. People are talking about him like he's the next Jerry Rice.
Certainly.
The man laid an egg
He's a three-year player in the NFL who's a really good receiver.
Who is a freaking superstar in New York.
Superstar. Yeah. That's why I say overhyped.
What you mean? How?
You got to do something.
He's doing a lot.
He's doing a lot.
He's doing a
3-year player.
Okay, Nike in the history of football, Nike has never given a player a
Nike decided.
No, a $50 million shoe deal. So why did Nike do that? Because this is what Nike does. I used to live in Portland. That's where it's based.
So
Nike sent people to Giants games, walked around the stadium with him, saw how kids reacted to him, he literally owns the New York media.
Well, let me ask you this. Well, let's put aside all that. Let's say after 3 years in the NFL, he's the third best receiver in the league. Let's say he's that. If you don't, if you say that Julio's better, which he is, he's just
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown. Let's say he's after 3 years in the NFL. Is that problematic?
I didn't say problem. We weren't having a problematic conversation. I asked the question that you keep dodging: is he overhyped? I'll get to then. I can move.
I don't even know what overhyped means.
Wait, what's the personal problem you got with Odell?
I don't have a personal problem. I have a problem with the conversation around this dude constantly. When we looked, it's a January league, man. It's a January and February league, and he laid an egg. And so why are we crowning him, Ray?
Why
are we crowning him?
The biggest thing we've seen, I said it yesterday, in New York sports history was Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
This kid in the New York market is a rock star.
Yeah.
I don't care how you want to crown him or if you don't want to crown him. What that kid does for the young population, talking about athleticism, playing the game, everybody's had bad games. Everybody has had drop passes, whether it's highlighted by he missed, went on a boat, whatever. That's irrelevant for the bad game. A bad game is a bad game.
By the way,
but the mystery behind what I'm asking you is, what your Odell got going on?
And the sample size is not large enough. The sample size is not large enough to decide that he's not a big game player.
They're also, we have to say this. is the one-hand catch was so spectacular. There's no question. I mean, I can think of Derek Jeter's whole career. The flip, I can visualize.
Right.
There are players, Michael Jordan's logo is the dunk. There are iconic moments in the history of sports. This is one of them.
In a game he lost.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I don't remember
with gloves they didn't used to allow.
Oh, stop.
Oh, my goodness.
Look, that
See,
literally...
there's something going on with Odell. I'm going to call your mama because you're going to tell me something.
No,
I need
in
to know
the
something.
history of the NFL, that is one of the 1 or 2 most iconic moments ever.
Oh my God, Colin!
It is.
Dwight Clark would smack you right now. You know how many people? Lynn Swan in the Super Bowl?
I don't think it's as big as that.
Greg, you work for NFL Films. That's preposterous what he just said.
No, I don't think it is.
You know it better than I do. Back me up.
I don't want to speak for Colin, but I think he's just speaking about the individual play, not where it happened or just the individual play.
Right.
That goes down.
Yeah.
In my mind, there are like 5 NFL plays I can think of. That's one of them.
Well,
And he's the only guy playing that's done one of them.
And bottom line, in his history, which everybody has a history, that's the one play in his history, his young history, that we will remember forever.
Greg, you work for NFL Films. This is embarrassing.
No,
This is
I think it's not.
No. Don't stop. Don't move. Pittsburgh Steelers. Lynn Swan's catch in the Super Bowl.
Against Dallas.
Franco Harris's catch against the Raiders. And we're sitting here talking about a regular season game that the man lost. When you go to NFL Films and y'all start making tapes, it won't be about some regular season catch in a game he lost. It's about Franco Harris, and it's about Lynn Swan and what's
You're
done in
separating
January.
the play from the context. And I'm not saying that that's wrong, but I'm saying if you look at an individual, there are plenty of great athletic moments that happen in every sport that don't necessarily have to happen in the playoffs or in the championship game, but there's individual moments that are phenomenal.
Because that's what greatness is. Right. It's a lot of small moments.
Right.
And that was a small moment.
By the way, let me give you an NBA one. Dr. J with a hook dunk.
Absolutely.
Okay, I don't know if it's a playoff game or Tuesday. But that's one of the great plays.
It was a playoff game.
But that's one of the...
It was a playoff game.
Okay.
Michael Jordan over Craig Elo, playoff game. Why the hell are we... This is what I don't like. The man is overhyped. We talk about regular season. We act like what he did in the playoffs doesn't matter. He's overhyped and overrated. To New England.